Okay, I just got one bunch of cauliflower.
Please subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification bell.
Good morning, friends. How are y'all? My name's Brandi and I follow WW. And if you're returning, I highly appreciate you. On WW, I am currently set to maintenance. I'm trying to end out the year still on maintenance. I've been on maintenance since January. I really, it's not working out for me. My weight is going up, but it may not just be maintenance. I think it's me, the stage I'm in. I'm not doing nearly as well as tracking and just staying consistent like I usually am. I don't know what's going on, so I'm just trying to give myself grace. So I just want to complete the whole year on maintenance, and then I'm sure come January of 2024, I'll switch to like weight loss mood. I just don't feel like doing it yet for whatever reason, I don't know. But anyhow, I am up, duh. No, I've been up for about 30 minutes, and usually right when I wake up, I immediately go prep breakfast. Well, before I started my weight loss and health journey, and when I was younger in college and, years after college, I didn't eat breakfast on the regular. I ate it when I was hungry. And I realized for whatever reason, especially since starting WW, so for like the past 2 years, I have every morning eaten breakfast, pretty much no questions asked. Well, the last few weeks or so, I've prepared the breakfast and then I eat a few bites and I realized I'm like not even hungry. So I woke up this morning and I'm not hungry. I thought I would get hungry, staying awake for a while, but I really haven't. So I made the decision, if I'm not hungry in the mornings, I'm not gonna force myself to eat just because it's healthy. And I do think I started that when I was working out in the mornings, because I tried to work out in the mornings, it didn't stick. But in those instances, I had to fuel my body to go work out, and I think I just kept at eating breakfast. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, and I'm not saying to skip breakfast. Don't misconstrue that. But for me, if I'm not hungry, I'm not gonna eat. And I think I need to do that throughout my entire day, even at dinner. If you're not hungry, you don't have to have dinner. But I'm not saying don't not eat, people, obviously. But that's it. So I'm just gonna make me a coffee, and I'm probably just gonna make it to take to work here in a bit. And I'm gonna take me a Nutri-Grain bar and something like that. So just if I do get hungry on my drive to work or where I'm at work, I have something. I'm just not gonna eat like a full breakfast. And yeah, that's it. I'm excited for dinner tonight. I'm doing my version of a crunchy topped baked chicken. I do several versions of this, and tonight I'm gonna do the jalapeno crunchy one. It's really good and simple. And then I started making my husband some little cake parfaits yesterday in these little glass cups, and so I gotta finish that. I just made the cake and I made the pudding. I don't know, you'll see tonight. But let me go thaw the chicken for dinner, and I'll pack my lunch up. Oh, you're so sleepy. Azur's so sleepy still. He wants to go back night-night. Rio, you sleepy? No. Rio wants to play bear. You don't want to play? Where's your ball? Go get a ball. Go. Where's it at? Why aren't you being a bump on a log? There he goes. No, it's underneath the table. You better get that. Oh no. Get it, Rio. Your little arms won't reach. I'm gonna get it. Oh, my legs are sore. There you go. Okay. And I am making double portions because I want leftovers. Let me turn on the light. And I am making double portions of the crunchy chicken because I really want leftovers. So I am actually gonna thaw 2 of these chicken breast packages. Man, we were at Costco and I didn't buy any chicken. And I was like, I don't need chicken. I have plenty. Well, that's not true, darn it. I should have bought chicken yesterday. And then I'm just, see, that's the pudding I made my husband. And I'm just gonna grab me a drink from my lunchbox. And I'm not working out today, so I don't need to take a energy drink. Did you put your thing back under the table? You better get it out. Get it. There you go. So I just looked at the calendar and it is flea and tick and heartworm time. They take Brevecto for flea and tick and they take Tri-Heart for the other one, for heartworm. And Rio says, oh, these treats are so, no sir, these treats are so good, Mom. Gotta make sure we give you the right one. Oh, you ready for this treat? Oh, it's so good. Shake, calm down. There's yours. Oh, that's a good boy. Oh no. Asher, you ready for yours? Move, Rio. Move. Rio, go up there. Sit, Ash. Are you ready for yours, Ash? Are they gonna be so good? Sometimes Ash doesn't eat his. I have to force him. Oh, you ready? Sit. Sit down. Shake. Okay, I know it's hard. You slide. Oh, you gonna eat it? Oh, that's so good. No, Rio. Stay away from this treat. You get one more. One more. Sit. Down. There you go. Now, Asher, you get two more. Ash is over the weight limit for the heartworm, so he has to take 2 treats. These are the ones he usually doesn't like. Rio, you're not getting this treat, honey. Go. Sit. Asher, sit. There's your treat. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I have to hype it up so he'll eat it. Oh, that's a good one. We got one more. Oh, that's a good one. Yay, boys, yay. Successful. And I went outside to water my plants. I was checking all my plant water. I do that every Monday. And I went outside to water the one out there, and this was sitting out there, which is so odd because I know my mail didn't already deliver today, and yesterday was Sunday, so I don't know how long it's been out there, but it is an order from Ulta. Ulta had their 21 days of beauty, and I managed to only order like 2 things the entire time, so that was good. So this is a repurchase for me. It's the Clinique Take the Day Off. It's just a cleansing balm when you wear makeup. I like this one, and it was half off, so it was quite cheaper. It's just like that. It's a cleansing balm. Okay, this lid did not seem to, ooh. Something's kind of wrong with the lid. Yeah, it kind of has something wrong with it, and that's kind of annoying. And it's like dented, so it probably got damaged in the mail. And the problem is this will last me over a year, and I'm gonna have to deal with that messed up cap. So I actually may take this back. Yeah, I may exchange this one just because I don't, it worked that time. Yeah, something's wrong with the cap, so I'm gonna take this back and exchange it for a different one. I don't wanna deal with that for a year. And then the other thing I got is new to me. It's opened already. I did not open this. It's Tula, and it's a filter primer and blurring moisturizer. I like these, like the real sheer tint. I thought it had SPF in it, but it does not. So this is just like a day moisturizer that you can use just to lightly give your skin some tint. I'll have to try it out. But I need to go finish packing my lunch. And I prepared 3 salads yesterday. And I also had 3 boiled eggs for all week. I'm just gonna take all of them today and leave them at work. So you come downstairs for ice? I figure since I'm not having breakfast today, it'd be the perfect morning for a protein coffee. So I'm just gonna add probably the rest of this bottle. That's pretty full. Probably shouldn't add it all that. I'm gonna drink some down. Pretty good by itself. I really like that bottle. And then this is the Lonnie New Munchie Shake. The whole bottle is 4 points and how many grams of protein? 20 grams of protein. I'm not gonna add it all. If I add it all, it's too sweet for me. So usually I use like 1/4 to 1/3 of the bottle. I maybe use a little more today just because that's a bigger cup than I usually use for my coffee. Oh, it looks like it's going over. There you go. Let's see how much I used. Not very much. So it's only like to right there. So I'm using still like 1/3 of the bottle. So 1/3 of the bottle is 1 point. So technically I guess I'm having 1 point for breakfast, but I'll probably have like a banana or my Nutri-Grain bar or something here shortly, but I'm just still not hungry, so maybe not, who knows. Okay, let me put these dogs away and I need to head to work. It is insane to me. It is almost noon. It's like 10 till noon and I'm still not that hungry. I don't know what it is. I didn't have a snack. I did have that protein coffee, which is like I drank less than half of that bottle, so not even 10 grams of protein. I don't know why I'm not hungry. I didn't have a huge dinner and we actually ate kind of earlier. So I don't know. The only thing I can think is before bed, I had a handful of mixed nuts. So I don't know if perhaps that is helping, but heck, if that's the case, I'd be willing to try it again tonight. So, but I am going to finish walking around the track just mainly to warm up. It's like freezing. And it's so nice right now out here. It's like shaded with a little bit of breeze. So I don't know. Texas weather seems to be heading towards fall, which I'm loving it. Yeah, and that is it. So I'll show you what I'm having here shortly.
So my lunch today was the same old same. I had rotisserie chicken breast for 0 points. I think I showed that in my last Sunday reset. I can buy these from Costco. They're super cheap and I just freeze them and then leave the portion frozen in my desk until lunch. And then it only takes me a minute. And I have radish, bell pepper, onion, white carrots, cherry tomatoes, and cucumbers on a bed of spinach and arugula. And I'm adding a little bit of Italian light dressing. That's the Olive Garden. I absolutely love that. Some pepitas. And I think that's it. I've been eating a lot of salads here lately. They've just been really yummy. And I'm trying to do better and stay on track. I'm also having a side of fruit and a Dr. Pepper Zero.
So it is 5 o'clock and I'm just having the rest of my fruit. I didn't finish at lunch. And I'm also gonna have a banana before I head home. So I just got home from work. Letting the doggies out, gonna give the garden a little water, and then go prepare dinner and prepare these little mini cakes for my husband. We'll see how that goes. I'm not much of a baker. I'm about to start dinner, but my husband asked me what this was doing. It's sitting out here, and so I took it to try to demo what was wrong with the cap. Nothing's wrong with the cap. I can't recreate the issue I was having this morning. So that's a good thing. I don't have to go exchange it. I don't know what was going on this morning. That's crazy, huh? But let me bring you over here and we're gonna start dinner. We are doing chicken breast with some crunchy jalapeno toppings, using sour cream as what's gonna hold the crunchy on there. Some roasted Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna make a pan sauce with some cream cheese and cauliflower mash. So bring you over here and it'll all come together really quick. Okay, so I just got one bunch of Brussels sprouts and man, they looked so good. And I just washed them and then cut them in half. I just removed the littlest bit of the ends and then cut them in half so they'll stay whole. And then I'm gonna season them really well. I'm gonna start off with garlic powder. Big hefty portion of that. Rio, get out. I'm gonna go in with this 21 Salute. It's just, you know, a normal mixture of granulated garlic, onion, who knows what else. I've never even actually read it. And the last thing is salt. I'm gonna stir this all up. I'm gonna disperse the seasoning and then I'm going to spray it with olive oil spray. Actually, I think my spray is not olive oil now. I ran out of olive oil spray. I have vegetable oil. And I did that intentionally because olive oil has a lower smoke point. So if you want to cook at high temperatures, it's best to not use olive oil. So once everything's nice and coated, I'm going to turn it onto a greased or covered cookie sheet. Typically, I actually don't cover my caraway ones. They don't need it, but we want easy cleanup tonight. So I'm going to put these on the biggest cookie sheet. The chicken will be for my other one. And I'm going to turn them cut side down. And then probably after like 25 minutes, I will flip them. These are quite large, so they may take some time. I have an oven going at 450, I think I put it on. You can do anywhere from 400 to 475 for these. I have 4 big boneless, skinless chicken breasts here. I'm just gonna season them up. Very similar to what I did with the Brussels sprouts. Salt. And I have never seasoned my meat in a bowl like this. We'll see how this goes. Garlic powder. Regular coarse pepper. Or actually this is fine ground. I just need black pepper. And then for a little something different, I'm gonna add this jalapeno salt. I am out of gloves or else I'd do this with my hands. You know what? It's too hard to try to stir. I'm gonna do it with my hands. Usually I like gloves when I'm working with my meats, but I used all of them last night. So I'm just gonna turn them in there to coat them, and if I feel like I need more seasoning, I'll sprinkle some more. I never measure my seasonings. I don't think I ever have in my life. Okay, I think I have it nice and evenly distributed. So I'm just gonna put them on my pan. These are not evenly sized, so I may have to check them and bring them out at different times. I just have some light sour cream and I have it on my scale just so I can figure out how much I use total. I'm gonna put a pretty solid daub. I touched that to that chicken. I can't go back in there with that spoon. I'm gonna have to get a fresh spoon. I didn't mean to touch the chicken. Being out, I'm just using this as a way to get it to the topping to stick. You could also use mayonnaise or cream cheese, but I have one of these little brushes. They use them like for, I think like barbecue sauces and whatnot. But just smear it over your chicken. Just an even coat. You don't really taste the flavor too much once it cooks. That's why I said you could also use mayonnaise or cream cheese, or an egg wash as well could work. But since we're doing jalapeno, I thought sour cream would be good. Okay, so let me take my spoon out and see how much I actually used. And the next step is topping it with these crispy jalapenos. You can also use the crispy onions, and I'm just gonna use however much I have left. I think a serving for 1 point, you can use like 9 grams, but I'm just gonna use probably the rest of what I have and then figure out the points that way. So far, I think I'm gonna count 1 point for the sour cream. It may even be less than that. I'll have to put it in the tracker. And I kind of broke them up in the bag. So just kind of spread them out. Usually I have more coverage than that. I just don't have any more topping. But that's okay, it saves you on points. So that is it. You can cover them as much as you want or as little as you want, depending on how many points you want to use. Like I said, if you look in the salad area, there's a whole bunch of stuff like this now. So you can just pick whatever flavor you want. And I'm gonna pop these into a 350-degree oven and check them in about 20 minutes. So it is 20 minutes and they're looking good. So I am gonna take the time to flip these over one by one. It's worth it. So I made my husband a banana just boxed cake, and now I'm attempting to make him like little parfaits, if you will. This stems for, if you watch any of my grocery hauls, you see he eats these big unhealthy pudding cups. So I'm trying to make a somewhat healthier version of it. So push it down in the cup, and then I will add, the next step will be the pudding. And now to my little pudding cups, which I have no desire to eat these. They are like artificial banana flavor, and I can't stand that. Like, they taste like Laffy Taffy, to be honest. So I'm not worried about wanting to eat them. I'm just gonna put a scoop, and this is literally just a box of pudding mix that I did with milk yesterday for him. And then we're gonna top them with whipped cream. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could have layered it better, like cut some in half and layered it. But I'm afraid if we layered it, it would be too, get too soggy. And then the last step, a little bit of whipped topping. I don't know how we're gonna seal these.
Saran wrap or foil.
Yeah, so here they are. They are cute, and Byron just asked me if I wanted to try them, but I do not. I really don't like artificial banana flavor, and I already know I licked the pudding earlier, and that's what it tastes like, and the cake does too. So he's gonna eat these this week. We're just gonna put saran wrap on top. We're gonna freeze the extra. This was like the parts of the cake that we didn't cut out, so that will work. Didn't need these little cups. The only other thing I got for dinner is I'm going to make this bag of mashed cauliflower. We've never tried this, but it looks like you just empty the bag and 4 tablespoons of water into a pot and stir. I can handle that. And the whole bag's 4 servings, and we're cooking enough for leftovers, so I'm gonna cook them all. This is what the cauliflower mash is looking like. I may have added a little bit too much water. I didn't measure, but then also I covered it so that produced more water, so it's kind of loose. But I'm hoping if I let it go, it will thicken up. I'm pretty sure it will. And then the only other thing I'm going to do, Rio, move, is I'm going to melt some of this cream cheese spread and thin it out with some milk. And of this, I'm only gonna make enough for tonight because I don't think it'll stay good for tomorrow. Just stirring this to combine, and then I'll just let it simmer for about a minute. And that will be our sauce. And you could do this with any cream cheese. If you had plain cream cheese, you would just need to season it really well. And then you could add in like some diced shallots or some mushrooms. Mushrooms is like one of my favorite ways to do it. That's pretty thick, so I'm gonna add, you know what? I'm gonna pour in the juice that I have from cooking my chicken. That'll be really good flavor. There we go. And it doesn't add points. So I'm gonna let this cook for just like a minute. And I love this Pampered Chef whisk. It is fabulous. So this is my Monday night dinner. It was really easy, but it did take some time. But we were also making those pudding cups during the time. And this whole plate is only 5 points. I used 2 points for the crunchy jalapenos, 1 point for the sour cream. The cauliflower mash does count as a point, and then the cream cheese in the sauce was also a point, so 5 points. But you know, this looks like it could be like a 10-point dinner at least to me. So love that this is only 5 points. And I'm having a very low point day, and it wasn't even intentional. And I have felt so full and so satiated all day. But regardless, tonight I'm definitely having a sweet treat. I deserve it. And I've been macerating some strawberries and monk nut fruit sweetener since Saturday. So can't wait to dive into those tonight in a little split. And my husband ate his dessert before dinner. He already had a parfait. Had to tell on you.
Shame on me.
So I am at 9 points so far today. So I'm gonna make myself a little sundae. And I'm just gonna weigh it out bit by bit to ensure I don't go over probably like 5 points. You can have quite a bit of this for only 2 points. This is my first time trying the chocolate, which I'm excited about, but I'm only gonna do a little of that because I don't know how well it'll mix with. These are just strawberries I put in monk fruit sweetener not too long ago. A little bit of fat-free Ready Whip. 1 point of these nut toppings. Absolutely love these. A little goes a long way. And then you gotta top it with a cherry or it's not a sundae. And then I probably will actually. Let me bring one more. And I'm just gonna give it the tiniest squirt of zero sugar Hershey's. So let me build this real quick and I'll show you what it looks like. So I'm ending the night with my 4 point sundae. If you weigh it, you can have a lot of the little ingredients for low points, even the ice cream, like I said. So we're gonna finish up Big Brother we have recorded, and that is it. So what does that make my points to? 9 plus 4 is 13. So pretty low point day, and I'm super full. Oh, and that dinner, that is like the best dinner I've made in several months. It was so delicious. Okay, bye friends.
Bye, Rio.